Imagine your thoughts are vibrant, swirling with color and meaning, but you can't speak them aloud. Every idea, every feeling, every memory is alive inside you, yet the world remains unaware of your inner symphony. Your mind is an orchestra, each thought a unique instrument, but the world hears only silence, an empty concert hall waiting for music that never comes. For millions of people living with conditions like ALS, severe stroke, or traumatic brain injury, this is not just a metaphor, it's their daily reality. Their voices are locked inside, creating a profound isolation that can feel like being trapped behind invisible walls, unable to reach out or be reached. Eye-tracking devices and other assistive tools offer a lifeline, but they're slow, often frustrating, and can't capture the true speed, nuance, or emotion of natural speech. The dream for decades has been to connect directly to the brain, to translate pure thought into words, bypassing the broken pathways of the body. Today, that dream is closer than ever to becoming reality, thanks to years of tireless research and groundbreaking discoveries. Scientists have built a bridge, the brain-computer interface, or BCI, a technology that reads brain signals and interprets them into digital commands. BCIs listen to the silent language of the brain and turn it into speech, giving a voice back to those who've lost it and allowing them to express themselves once more. This isn't just about technology, it's about restoring connection, dignity, and humanity to people who have been isolated for far too long. In this journey, we'll explore how BCIs work, meet the remarkable people whose lives they've transformed, and look honestly at the challenges and hopes that lie ahead. This is more than a medical update. It's a glimpse into a future where silence is no longer a prison, and every mind has the chance to be heard. Imagine a world where every mind, regardless of physical ability, can join the conversation, share ideas, and connect with others. The silent symphony of the mind is finally being heard as technology and compassion come together to unlock new possibilities. The journey to this moment is filled with hope, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of a future where no one is left unheard. Let's discover together how science is unlocking the voices within us all, and what it means for the future of human connection. The power to connect, to share, and to be heard is fundamental to being human. And now, it's within reach for everyone. The era of silent minds is ending, replaced by a new age of possibility, empowerment, and hope. The symphony is about to play for everyone, and the world is finally ready to listen. So, what exactly is a brain-computer interface, or BCI? It might sound like science fiction, but BCIs are real cutting-edge technology that connect the human brain directly to computers or external devices. Think of a BCI as a translator for your brain's electrical signals, neurons firing as you think, move, or feel. Every thought or intention you have creates a unique pattern of electrical activity in your brain. A BCI listens to this neural chatter and turns it into commands a computer can understand, bridging the gap between mind and machine. If your body can't move, a BCI can bypass damaged nerves and send your intention directly to a device, like a robotic arm or a computer cursor, giving back independence and control. There are non-invasive BCIs like EEG caps that read signals from the scalp. These are easy to use and safe, but they're less precise because the signals have to travel through the skull and skin. For restoring speech or movement, scientists use tiny implantable sensors placed directly on the brain's surface, where they can pick up much clearer signals. These sensors act like ultra-sensitive microphones, picking up the brain's activity with incredible clarity and detail, allowing for more accurate decoding. They capture signals from the specific areas that control speech, movement, or other functions, depending on where they're placed. This direct connection allows BCIs to decode the complex patterns of thought behind words and sentences, translating intention into action or communication. It's the foundation for turning silent thoughts into audible speech, giving a voice to those who cannot speak. BCIs are more than just machines, they're bridges from mind to world, offering hope and new possibilities for people with disabilities. The technology is evolving rapidly, with researchers around the world making breakthroughs that bring us closer to natural, fluent communication between brains and computers. Imagine controlling a device, moving a wheelchair, or even speaking just by thinking. No physical movement required. That's the promise of BCIs. Restoring abilities, enhancing lives, and opening up new ways to interact with the world. The future of communication is being rewritten by the brain itself as technology and neuroscience come together. Let's see how this fascinating process unfolds, step by step, as we dive deeper into the world of brain-computer interfaces. How does a brain-computer interface, or BCI, actually turn thoughts into speech? It's a process that bridges the gap between the mind and the outside world, making the invisible act of thinking suddenly audible. It all begins by capturing electrical signals from the motor cortex, the brain's command center for movement, including the intricate muscle movements required for speech. Even if someone can't move or speak due to injury or illness, their brain still generates the same signals as if they were trying to talk. The intention to communicate remains alive in the neural activity. Tiny electrodes, sometimes placed on the scalp or even directly on the brain, record these patterns. Think of them as ultra-sensitive microphones, picking up a unique neural melody for each word or sound the person imagines. The raw brain data is then sent to a powerful computer running advanced artificial intelligence algorithms, ready to interpret the signals. At first, the AI doesn't know what the signals mean. The user helps train it by repeatedly thinking of specific words, sounds, or even silently mouthing them, creating a library of brain patterns. The AI gradually learns to match these brain patterns to phonemes, the basic building blocks of speech like the sounds ah, e, or oo. Over time, the system builds a sophisticated model that can predict, with increasing accuracy, what the person wants to say, even as they think in full sentences. When the user thinks of a sentence, the BCI decodes these complex signals in real time, translating thought into digital information. The AI then pieces together the intended words and sends them to a speech synthesizer, which transforms the decoded thoughts into audible speech. The result is remarkable: audible speech, generated directly from thought, allowing people to express themselves without ever moving their lips. It's a seamless flow from intention to spoken word, making communication possible in ways never before imagined. This process is a true collaboration, combining the expertise of neuroscience, engineering, and artificial intelligence in a remarkable way. The technology is evolving rapidly, becoming faster, more accurate, and more accessible with each new breakthrough. The dream of speaking with your mind is no longer science fiction, it's now within reach for many who once had no voice. Let's explore how this groundbreaking technology is transforming lives and restoring the power of communication to those who need it most. In 2023, a landmark study in Nature showed BCIs decoding speech at near-conversational speeds. The Stanford team system translated brain signals into text at 62 words per minute, 3 times faster than previous BCIs. While not yet as fast as natural speech, it's a huge leap forward. The UCSF team created an avatar that spoke decoded words and showed matching facial expressions, adding emotion to communication. These advances proved BCIs can restore not just words, but the feeling behind them. For participants with ALS, this technology was a lifeline, reconnecting them with loved ones. The studies ignited new optimism and research in the field. The future of communication for those who've lost their voice is brighter than ever. The silent are being heard again. To see the real impact, meet Anne, a teacher and mother diagnosed with ALS. As her body weakened, Anne lost her ability to speak, relying on a slow eye-tracking device. She missed spontaneous conversation and connection with her daughter. Anne joined a BCI study, undergoing surgery to place tiny electrodes on her brain. She trained the system by imagining words and sentences day after day. Gradually, the computer learned her brain's unique language. Then, the breakthrough. Anne could communicate in full sentences quickly and naturally. She could ask for what she needed, tell stories, and share her feelings in real time. The technology restored her agency and personality. For Anne and her family, it was transformative. Her story shows what's at stake, restoring the simple joy of saying, "I love you," or sharing a joke. BCIs aren't about science fiction, they're about reclaiming humanity. Anne's courage has paved the way for others to find their voices. This is the true power of mind-to-voice technology. It's about breaking the walls of isolation and giving people their lives back. Despite breakthroughs, challenges remain. The most effective BCIs require brain surgery, which carries risks. The technology is expensive and complex, needing expert teams and time-consuming training. Making BCIs affordable and user-friendly is essential for widespread use. Implants must last for years without harming brain tissue, and every system must be personalized. The brain changes over time, so devices must adapt. Will BCIs work for everyone at every stage? Research continues to find out. Overcoming these hurdles will take innovation, investment, and collaboration. The journey is just beginning. The future of BCIs is bright and rapidly evolving. Researchers are developing less invasive sensors, even ones that travel through blood vessels, reducing surgical risks. AI is making training faster and voices more natural, restoring users' unique tones. Devices will become smaller, wireless, and seamlessly integrated into daily life. BCIs could help control prosthetics or restore movement, expanding their impact. Learning the brain's language is unlocking new ways to heal and connect. The possibilities are just beginning to unfold. Mind-to-voice technology transforms lives by restoring a fundamental human right: communication. Losing speech can mean losing connection, independence, and dignity. BCIs offer a path back from isolation, empowering people to participate in their own lives. For families, clear communication mends relationships and improves care. This technology is a statement of inclusivity. Everyone deserves a voice. It unlocks the potential of those silenced by disability, allowing them to contribute to society. The journey into the brain reveals our resilience and ingenuity. BCIs don't create voices, they unleash the ones already within. This is a story of hope and restoration. It affirms the value of every mind. No symphony should go unheard. The world is richer when every voice can join in. We're witnessing a new era, where thoughts become speech and silence is broken. BCIs are moving from science fiction to clinical reality, restoring connection and humanity. Breakthroughs like Anne's show what's possible, but challenges remain. Each innovation brings us closer to making this technology available to all who need it. The momentum is unstoppable. The dawn of a new conversation is here. Where there's a mind, there's a way. The silent symphonies are finally being played aloud.